Previously on Fly with the Guy. And essentially I have been off for the last 13 days. I'm working in the back with the best person.
What's up? It's your girl.
And we're gonna hop on one of the ferries and sail out to the Greek islands.
Yeah? Is the sun gonna hit your crotch?
No, get your shoe. Get
It feels so weird.
Absolutely disgusting. Hated it.
Hated it.
So she's leading the mid galley and I'm leading the half galley and four right. So this economy service is about to be on lock.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade.
Hey freaking flyers, it's Brandon. I'm in editing mode. Well, actually, I've been talking to y'all because I'm vlogging today. The video that you're about to watch
is not in real time. It's not in real time.
You see, we're growing our hair back. So the video you're about to see, I'm probably like bald. It's not in real time. This is real time. The video you're about to watch is the old work vlog from last month. Yeah, it's like a few weeks old, but we've been doing VLOGTOBER, so I didn't have time to put it out. So here's that vlog. I don't know, Editing Brandon, is it one vlog or is it split into two parts? Editing Brandon will tell us. Hey freaking flyers, welcome back to another video on the channel. Apologies if it's loud or windy. Currently walking to the barbershop. But I believe the last we spoke, it was after my 4-day Athens trip. We got done with that one on Monday. And I believe I was expressing in that video how I was seeking another trip to pick up because I was low on hours for the month. Well, that didn't happen immediately. So I had 4 days off, a reserve day, and I was supposed to be starting another trip on Saturday. But this morning I woke up and I was like, let me just put some feelers out on the board and see if I can get something today. So I did. I was like, is anyone interested in swapping their trip tonight for my 4-day Berlin on Saturday? Like 10 minutes later, I got a message from someone. She was like, yes, like I'm supposed to go to Rome tonight, but I'm feeling under the weather and I could really use the extra 2 days at home. And I was like, perfect. So we put in the swap. They approved it immediately. So we're going to Rome tonight. With that said, I need to run around and get all the things done because am I ready to go to work tonight? No. We are going to get our hair cut. We're going to do laundry. We're going to meal prep. Christina challenged me to do a no-spin trip. I don't know if this is going to be that trip or next week, but I might bring all of, I might prepare for this to be a no-spin trip or at least a minimal spin trip.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag goo.
Getting ready to meal prep. I'm going to make thinly sliced chicken breast, roasted potatoes, and I'm going to saute some cabbage with some onions and some pepper. I'm not sure how it happened, but all of my uniform shirts are soiled. So I missed the cutoff to drop off my laundry for like the same day turnaround. I have to do it myself. I also have to wash my apron. My apron got so dirty on this last trip, but after this, all I have left to do is pack. We have time to rest until work tonight.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag goo. Oh. I'm lazy, but I'm ready to give you all my love. I told my girl.
Packed my food bag and I meant to do it with you all. But that's my tumbler, salad, the cookies that I'm going to bake in the flight today, cheese, some applesauce. Shout out to everybody who was in agreement with me that it's not childish to eat applesauce. Applesauce gang, I see y'all. Crackers to go with the cheese. Some of the oat snap pickles, love these. Grapes, since watermelon season is over. And this is the food that I prepped earlier, the grilled chicken breast over sauteed cabbage and roasted potatoes. I have 2 servings of that. And I just threw this in here just because I'm gonna pack all this stuff up. And it's time to go to work. It will fit. I just need to, you know, have 2 hands. I'm on the airplane by myself, so I might as well go ahead and talk to you all. So we are going to...
Please stand clear. The doors are closing. Please hold on.
All right, let's try this again. I have 10 minutes until my report time, so I think that time is pretty perfect. We are going to Rome tonight. It's our regular 3-day trip. We leave here at midnight 30, fly 8 hours, get there, lay over for 5 hours, then 9-hour flight back, and we should be back in 2 days around 10 p.m. Like I said, I swapped into this trip, so I just actually looked at the crew, and the crew is all senior to me. Like, we have 5-digit employee numbers, and everyone in the crew is a 102, a 103, and then I'm a 114. And then the person who's junior to me is a 115. So I'm the second most junior person. Not feeling 100%. I started like getting some cold symptoms the other day. So I had to fall back into old Brandon. I made my little kit. So I have my disinfectant spray. You all know I always travel with my wipes. I have some medicine, which is like day and night versions, but I'm going to take the day version in the flight because I can't be drowsy. And then I'll take the night version during the day when I need to sleep. Some cough syrup. I'm gonna drink my tea with honey. I have emergency as well. So I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'll probably end up wearing a mask on the flight because I just think it's a courtesy. Like when you shouldn't come to work sick, but when you do come to work sick, you should try your best not to spread it to other people. So yeah, I'll probably wear a mask while I'm on the plane. Before flu season gets here, I'm prepared. I have my Lysol, I'm ready. Let me get into the terminal, get checked in. Once we get through security and do our briefing, then I'll know what position I'm working in, and I'll be able to tell you all that. And we can chit chat a little bit more, but I can't get here early and then turn around and be late because I'm talking to a camera. Let's go to work. So we just finished our crew briefing. I'm actually going to be working up here in the premium cabin, which is where I'm sitting at right now. We are completely full up here. I haven't been up here in a while. I need to do my checks really quickly and prepare my pre-departure beverages and get my galley together. Happy I'm working up here because IFE, our in-flight entertainment, is off on this flight. So there's no IFE, no movies, no TV shows, no music. Nothing for people to watch. That means the ordering system is down in the back. They have to do the old service in the back. I don't want any parts of that. 7 hours and 40 minutes, even though it's blocked at 8:10 to Rome. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the Bridgerton Hotel here in Rome. We are here for 25 hours. They put us on the second floor, which means the hotel is sold out. We usually are not on the second floor. The second floor has the rooms with 2 beds. We get the rooms with the 1 bed. I actually like the beds here. It's unfortunate. All of our colleagues told us that the pool here was closed for maintenance, but the pool is now open. So I'm going to get situated and go down to the pool. The whole crew was just very like lethargic and unenergetic and unenthused about anything. So we might be rolling solo dolo on this layover, which is perfectly fine. This really might be my no spin layover because I have so much work I need to do. I have a sponsorship that's due. I need to send it off to the brand so they can get approved, finish like editing and get it out to you all. But the one thing I'm waiting on is today we find out the results of our bids for our charter season. You've been following me for a while. You all know we do charters in the wintertime and we do bid for them. My seniority is a lot lower this year than it was last year. So I'm hoping that I can hold a decent, like first I'm hoping I can hold the charters, and then I'm hoping I get like one of the better schedules because I basically sold my life away. I sold for 4 months. I was like, you all can use me wherever you want to use me, however you want to use me for like whatever reason. December, January, February, March, I want to say, something like that. We will see what we get. But yeah, let me get settled and then we will see what we get into. Hours later. You know what's very interesting about this job is that you can be in some of the most gorgeous, history-filled, exciting destinations and just be so content sitting in your hotel room doing nothing. And you all know I'm a person that likes to be outside. I'm literally looking around for my phone. My phone is in my hand. You can be so content just chilling in your hotel room, sitting in the middle of the bed, watching Netflix. I don't know if I ever claimed it, but this is the no spend label. I had put my food into the Hot Logic and it's like warm, but it's not hot yet. And I'm tired of waiting for it. I'm ready to eat now. So I'm just gonna make the trek down to the crew lounge because there's a microwave there that I can use. And luckily, I'm going to take the elevator that bypasses the lobby, so I'm not tempted by the gelato. But I have a question for y'all. I know this is a no-spend layover, but after the flight, one of my passengers tipped me $20, her husband. She said, you were so amazing, and God is telling me to give you this. And I'm like, first of all, you know, I refused it profusely, but she was not hearing it. I was telling me, she was like, you make this experience so nice for us, and God has just placed it on my heart to give this to you. And so I accepted it. With that said, if I spend that $20 that she tipped me buying gelato, is that considered spending? Because it's not my money. They make it so difficult because where is the sun? It's always a little hidden, but this is what we need. Microwave. Oh, why it's gotta be so complicated? Good morning. Coming to you live from the Readus Hotel where I am sick. The crazy thing is I knew I was getting sick on my last trip. On that flight from Athens, the pressurization of like as we were descending was insane in my ears. And like my ears don't pop. That's just something that I don't deal with anymore flying. But oh my God, it was so real. And it's actually very dangerous, or it can be dangerous for us to fly when we're sick. I woke up this morning and the cough, the congestion. So I'm gonna like switch over from preventative mode to like actually take action and remedy this, because I'm a person who usually says like, oh, I don't get sick. This is something I haven't dealt with, but like not being in the schools teaching anymore, my immune system has kind of tanked. It's still strong because I work with the, you know, the public or whatever, but it's not as strong as it used to be because baby, teaching in elementary school, the first 2 months of school, August and September, that wave of like illness used to be real, and I don't deal with that anymore. So I'm gonna try to take care of myself. This really has been a slam click layover. I left the room only to go heat up food. And it's also been a no spend layover, so I guess that's good for me. Pull myself together so I can film a video. We have a 4:45 lobby time this afternoon, so I'll be ready for that. You know what? Now that I think about it, I called for an ironing board yesterday and it never came. That's crazy. Unless it came while I was asleep. That's a possibility. But yeah, I need to call again because it never came yesterday.
Be myself and I is all I got in the end. That's what I found out. It ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Controlling to say that you love me, but you don't. Your family told me one day I would see it on my own. Next thing I know, I'm dealing with your 3 kids in my home. Love is so blind, it feels right when it's wrong.
Time to go to work. Sorry about the noise. I just had to turn the air on full blast because I turned it off when I filmed that video earlier, and I forgot to turn it back on before I got in the shower. So yeah, it is kind of toasty in here right now. I'm just messing up the bed that I slept in because when I be filming these sit down videos, I sometimes like to make the background look somewhat presentable. So I had made up the bed, but it's the bed that I slept in. So I wanted to be very knowledgeable for housekeeping. I have to be downstairs in about 10 minutes. I don't know if I showed you all this, but one of my colleagues put me onto a little hack, and it's these like false laces. So I took the laces out of my shoes, which are traditional laces that you tie, and I put in these false laces, which it comes in a pack of basically these elastic bands. I'll show you on the inside. This is what they look like, and you just hook them through. They're individual, so each one of these is an individual band. And I put like the smallest one at the bottom and the largest one at the top. But it essentially has turned my work shoes into slip-ons, which has been game-changing going through airport security and having to like take shoes off and put shoes back on, going into crew rest and things like that. I absolutely love these, and I'm like, where have they been all my life? And I thought I would miss my laces, but I don't, because I used to tie my shoes and tuck my laces inside of my shoes so they wouldn't like come loose while I was transiting the airports. So yeah, like, love that for me. I'll put the link down in the description box. I just took some meds so that they can kick in by the time I get to work and I'm not dealing with a runny nose and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, let's go. I hope we keep the same positions because I really, one, enjoy the purser that I'm working with. He's super cool. We've hung out before. And then two, I don't want to work in the back with them. So yeah, I really hope I can stay up in premium. How y'all doing? Let's go to work.
Now that it's over, stop calling me. Come pick up your clothes. Ain't no need to front like you're still with me. All your homies know. Even your very best friend tried to warn me on the low. Took me some time, but now I am strong because I realize I've got me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end.
So made it onto the aircraft. That's a blocked seat for whatever reason. Briefing is done and things, getting ready to load up. We are completely full going back to New York today, which is fine with me. Ground staff has already laid out all the amenities and things, so I don't have to do that part. And that takes something off my plate. Should be a fairly easy flight. It's only going to be 8 hours and 7 minutes back to New York. We are expecting turbulence when we go over the Swiss Alps, so that's the thing. We're on the same plane that we brought in here, went back to New York and came back to Rome. But I don't know if the in-flight entertainment has been resolved. So easier having it on the flight out here because of the red eye and everyone slept. But this flight is going to be a little bit different. It's a daytime flight and people tend to be up the whole time. So hopefully they are prepared for that. We shall see. But after this, I'm off for 5 days. I'm going to take the flight to decide if I want to drive to Virginia tonight. That is the plan. That is the goal. See you in New York.
That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. Me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out, and it ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on I'm gonna be my own best friend. I be myself.
Alright, you all, so it is actually a few days later. I did not come back to talk to you all after the trip, and I hate that because I pride myself on closing out my vlogs on the day they end, but that's beyond the point. The reason why is because one of my colleagues that was on the trip with me that also was at my crash pad, she rode back to the crash pad with me. So that kind of threw off my process of like sitting in the parking lot and talking with y'all and closing out the vlog. I was debating if I was going to drive home that night because we got in early. It's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like 5.5, 6 hours to Virginia. I could be home by like, 4 a.m. Starting to feel more of my symptoms. And so I took like the drowsy version of the Mucinex. And then I was like, Brandon, you took the drowsy version. No, you can't drive home because you're about to get really sleepy. So that was just like a no. Sunday is when I actually drove back to Virginia. And now I'm here. The flight was cool coming back. It was busy. Our flight wasn't full originally. And then the day of, it became full. And I think that's because the passenger said the Widget airline canceled one of their flights from Rome back to New York or somewhere. I don't know. So then that ended up filling us completely, like sold out the flight. But it was really nice. I got more tips. I was like, oh my God, is this what y'all been doing up here in premium, is getting these cash tips? Which I tried to refuse. I was like, maybe I need to work up here more often because people like me and, I walk away with something. But I will go on record and say, outside of like the money I spent like grocery shopping to meal prep, that was a no-spend trip. I did not pull out my card a single time on the course of that whole trip. I didn't buy any coffee. I didn't buy any gelato. I didn't buy any alcohol. I didn't buy any drinks. I didn't grocery shop. I didn't buy any food. I didn't buy anything. I went with everything in my bag and came back with nothing. My bag was completely empty by the end of the trip. Since I'm home, these are sweet potatoes that was harvested. I'm definitely taking some back with me to meal prep for my next trip. I'm home for like 5 days. Yeah, this trip ended on Saturday and I work again on Friday. So I'm home for like 5 days. I'm definitely taking some of these with me. Yeah. What you got?
Well, we just dug up the sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
These are peas.
Coming up.
Yep, I got black.
One cantaloupe. There's only one cantaloupe we got.
Sugar snap peas or like the
green peas.
Green peas.
Yeah.
What's this? Squash?
Huh?
Zucchini?
They supposed to be cucumber things.
Oh.
They ain't harvesting.
Cucumbers didn't do well. What's this?
Those are collards. We just planted those Friday. Collard plants. This is.
They gonna be done in time for Thanksgiving, like before the winter. The first frost, as they say. Green beans.
They the black eyed peas.
Oh, black eyed peas.
See, I got them in my hand. I just picked some.
You gotta wait till they turn that.
Yeah, because they got the dry. It's a dry bean.
Oh.
You see, it's green, and then it turned this color, and then that's when you pick it.
Like this?
Yeah.
Like a little bit later.
Yeah. And we had planted butter beans right there, but.
Think you will? Wonder if it's the soil composition. Oh, yeah.
Fresh basil, huh? Smell good, huh? Coming up in here in the midst of the basil. Yeah, and keep flowers to keep the bugs off of it. And that's why I got basil in there. So I got to cut these down to about right there.
Who be laying the blue ones?
We don't know which chicken laid them blue eggs.
Which chicken be putting out them blue? Wait, it's one more egg in there, ain't it?
Where?
On the ground over there.
No, I throw that the cucumber in there.
Oh, that's cucumber. Oh.
The blue egg. That one there, I think that's scrappy one right there. The white one. Yeah, I think that one do the blue egg. Right here. With the brown two-tone. That's some brown and white.
It's always like one blue egg.
Yeah, that's the one doing. We had a couple of them died on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Came in here and were laid out.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all, you all. Like I said, I'm off for the next 4 or 5 days or so. I'll just be home. I need to start planning for Vlogtober. October is coming. I'm gonna do Vlogtober, but I don't know if I'm gonna do the daily vlog. Am I really gonna sign myself up for this? That's it. That's all. Thank you all so much if you made it this far. I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies, and I will see you all the next time.
No, a day goes by.